Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this Friday morning. Got a great show lined up. Have a special guest here in the studio. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. And it's going to be, it's been sort of cloudy and it's just, the whole week has sort of been odd weather for December. Sort of wet. We have a lot of humidity and all. But today it's going to be a high of 79 and a low of 61. And about a 20% chance of rain. The water temperature remains at 65 degrees, so it will be cloudy and just one of those days and all. But this weekend looks like it's going to be okay, but we've got a chance of rain all weekend, so anywhere from 20 to 30%. So just keep your eyes to the skies, and if you get a chance to get outdoors, definitely take care of that. Now let's take a look at our river readings. Apalachicola at Bluntstown, we talked about it all week long. It is flattened out. It is reading a 5.2 up there at Bluntstown. And a nice reading for the weekend. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's had a slow drop to it, and it's reading this morning at a 4.9, and it's going to start dropping Sunday afternoon a little bit more. So it's going to be excellent on both rivers now. They're going to be slow and steady, not going to be a fast jump or a quick drop on any of the rivers. So you get a chance on the river system, definitely take advantage of it. Okay, now take a look at our tide chart. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery right here on 23rd Street, and their motto is when carrying counts. We have some really good tides. This is December the 6th, this Friday. We have a low tide this morning at 9:34, and then it's going to be coming in all afternoon up until 11:53 tonight. So good, strong. We got over 2 foot range in a day's tide, and looking at tomorrow is a good tide also. And getting into next week now, we'll have a little bit of neap tides, but next weekend some good tidal flow. So we're in good shape there. Let's go ahead and let's talk about our marine forecast. It's going to start off this morning out of the south at about 7 to 8 miles an hour. It's going to pick it up this afternoon. It's going to be coming out of the south about 10 to 15. So it's going to go ahead and pick up as it always does later on in the afternoon. So if you're out on water, you got that south breeze. So be careful on it. Now let's take a look at our fish and game forecast brought to us by Mark Howard of Edgewater Beach Realty at 832-6000. We're looking at our times today. 2:51 this morning, 2:51 to 4:51, but this afternoon 3:19 to 5:19. So be a good time to tell your boss you want to get off early and ask him if you can get off for lunch today. Just go to the house and get the boat, hook it up, and go over there to the creek or out there in the bay and catch you some fish from about 3:19 to 5:19. I'm sure your boss will let you off. All right, look, I want to give a special word tonight. Good luck to the Bluntstown Tigers. They're in the state championship game in the Citrus Bowl in Orlando. And just as soon as this show's over, I'm on my way to Orlando. Gail and I are driving down there and be cheering for those Bluntstown Tigers. They're the only team left in our viewing area that's in the state playoff. They'll be playing Trenton at 7:07 tonight, and we're excited. I've watched them play all year. A great bunch of young men and the cheerleaders and the parents and the boosters. We'll be a bunch of folks down there. In fact, if you want to rob the bank in Bluntstown, probably a good night to do it tonight because there won't be nobody left in Bluntstown. Okay, so good luck, Bluntstown Tigers. Coach Greg Jordan, my nephew-in-law, and Hunter Jordan. He's my great nephew, and he's a quarterback, and just all excited. A bunch of good ball players up there. So we're excited, and we'll wish you good luck. So let's take this break right here, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Panhandle Outdoors. Our special guest this morning, Miss Beverly Maddox.
Good morning, Winston. How are you?
I'm doing great. Listen, we're glad to have you come on Panhandle Outdoors and tell the folks a little bit about yourself and all.
Well, I'm born and raised Port St. Joe, Florida, and I went into pipelining. I'm a local 798 pipeliner out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and that's currently what I'm doing. I'm a welder's helper. And a friend of mine that I met on the pipeline is a welder, and he got this idea that we should start a hunting lodge. He is originally from Argentina. His name is Fabian Barras, and he is a United States citizen, and he's been in our union for over 10 years, and we're still working.
Okay.
But anyway, we went down in October. I joined him down in Argentina for his first hunt down there, and we hunted the wild boar, and red stag season's not in yet, but we did go, you know, in search of them, and he's currently down there now, and he has been.
You know, you were telling about this earlier, and I understand Argentina is a beautiful country down there and all.
It really is.
But, you know, before you even met up with him, though, you were telling me you always enjoy doing outdoor stuff.
Oh, I do. And, I love fishing, and hunting is a new passion I'm learning about. I really am not as educated as I'd like to be, but I'm getting there.
Locally, what kind, when you were fishing, what are some places you used to go fishing at all?
Oh, Odina Tower, Lake Wimico, and out in the Gulf, of course.
Yeah,
saltwater fishing and surf fishing right off the beach.
I remember one time you used to work down there at Blue Water Outriggers.
I sure did.
Did a good
George
job.
and Hilda, wonderful people.
Yeah.
Very good friends of mine.
Yeah, so you're a hometown girl and all, and ended up getting on the pipeline. And how do you like that kind of work?
Oh, I enjoy it. It's good,
pretty.
but I'm getting older and my body talks to me, so there's going to come a time when I can't do that, I'm sure.
Well, that's got to be interesting work. I know it's hard work too, isn't it?
Yeah, a little. Sometimes when you have to get down in a 26-foot ditch and haul everything, buffers and, you know, all that kind of stuff, ladders, and get down in there and do your work, it kind of gets to you.
Yeah.
But
okay, so we've got a picture. We're going to show you in the next segment. We're going to show you some pictures and all of different of Argentina and places to go. What y'all doing? Y'all are setting up for sort of outfitters, and we want to try to get folks up here interested in maybe going out down there and putting together some trips and all.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's going to be fascinating. And if you, I tell you what, at this point in time, we're going to go get these pictures set up. So let's go ahead and take a break now, and we'll be right back with Beverly Maddox. Okay, we're back here with Beverly Maddox, a local girl from Port St. Joe, and been out west and working on the pipeline and all. But you and your friend,
yes,
Fabian, are going to start I guess we'll call it it's a hunt of a lifetime.
Yes,
because I was looking at the website and all, and that's how you mentioned it's a hunt of a lifetime. So this is what. And tell us about all the kind of things you can hunt down there. Let's look at it. Let's look on the screen right here. First of all, tell us about this tree.
Well, it's a Calden tree, and it's called the Tree of Life down in Argentina, and they're really huge trees. They're massive. They're beautiful trees, and this is the beginning of spring down there.
Okay.
Their seasons are opposite ours, so it's summertime there now. Of course, it's summertime here, even though it's December. But anyway, so I went down there in October, and this is the beginning of spring, early summer.
Okay.
That we see.
The High Chaparral of the Argentina Hunting Lodge, and the hunt of a lifetime. Okay. So let's go down. We're going to talk about the different hunts and all someone could do, and all kind of other hunts we can do too, right? But let's talk about some of these. Right now. So let's talk about the trophy red stag deer.
Well, the red stag deer is a seasonal hunt. It's not year-round. Some of the other hunts are just year-round, anytime, and you have a limit of one deer. And the season starts in March.
And okay, now the European wild boar. Now this is not like our little hogs down here on the river swamp.
Oh, no.
We have some nice hogs down here. We enjoy shooting them, but these are some vicious.
They're truly, yes.
They're vicious hogs. They really are. So, is that a year-round hunt there? Or is that a seasonal?
They're a year-round hunt, and you're right. They're very, very bad. You have to be physically able to do some of these hunts. You know. They're competitive.
Yeah, and they use dogs on some of these, right?
Yes,
like we do around here.
They do. The dogs down there are a little bit different. They're called a dogo, and the breed is a combination of several. I believe the greyhound and the pit bull, and anyway, they're really they're huge dogs.
So they're fast and
they're
mean.
They are. They are. And
that would be interesting, just watching those dogs working all.
You know, they're really smart. It's amazing how they know what to do. They know to get out of the truck and be quiet and kind of creep around, and they'll ease up on that hog, and then they just charge in at him and jump him, and then you come in behind them. But yeah, it is amazing. It really is.
And I also got a picture here of a water buffalo. Talk about the okay, right here. Let's go. We go to that part. I got the camera on that one. Let's look at the mountain lion down here. Let's see. The mountain lion. Tell us about the mountain lion.
They are pretty plentiful down there.
Really?
Yes, and they, of course, are one that their instincts are tuned into you. Most animals are, but they you have to be in the right place. If they catch you, the wind catches your scent, and they catch you, they won't even come near where you're sitting. You can sit there all day and all night, and you're not going to see them.
Really?
But yes, but they're smart animals. But I tell you what, to get one of those, that's a challenge.
Well, that's a hunt of a lifetime. And one
Yes,
more, the water buffalo.
Yes.
That's got to be a big
Boy,
beast.
those are huge, aren't they?
The
I tell you
picture's
what.
awesome. I've never seen one in person, but they're huge. The picture's something else.
They are. That's my hunt of a lifetime. I'm looking forward to
Are you?
myself. Yes.
Okay.
Well, we're also going to offer dove hunts and several other hunts.
Well, we were talking about, Adam and I were talking about, you go down for a 5-day hunt, and it may take you 5 days to get that mountain lion or something, or you may get them on the first day or something, but you be down there, and you got, so many people talk about the Argentina dove shoots.
That's right.
And we hear a lot about that. We're talking about, look at some of the equipment, some of the guns and all. This is world-class equipment. We're talking about these Mausers and all these rangefinder laser guides, the military binoculars. If a lot of you folks out there know a lot about guns and all, this is world-class right here. So you'd arrive down in Buenos Aires, and then you'd go through your immigration and all, and I guess you have to get all your paperwork all set up.
Yes, you have to have your passport, and as you go into the country, there's a tax fee that you have to pay. When you get into country, the airport, when you get to the airport, they send you to a computer, and you have to go in there and pay this fee, and then it's good for like 10 years. I believe it was $160 for that fee. And then once you get through that and you check through immigrations, and we'll meet you and pick you up and take you to the hunt, take you to the lodge and get you checked in, and then go for the hunt.
Okay. Check this out. This is a picture here of Fabian. Tell us about Fabian. Is he a good shot? Is he?
Oh, he is a marksman. I tell you what, he has been in competition shooting for a number of years, and he's an excellent shot. He prides himself on that.
Okay. And the email, we got the email right there. If you want to contact, here's the contact right here.
Our contact information is corp@hchunts.info.
Okay. And we'll leave that on a minute too, so some of y'all want to write that down. corp@hchunts.info.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And then our phone number is there as well.
Yeah, the phone number right here.
850-588-3228.
Okay, so.
And we have a website as well. It's www.highchaparralhunting.com if you want to check out our website.
Okay. And y'all are just getting into this. You're setting it up and all. I know y'all are excited about doing this.
Yes. We're very excited about it. It's a wonderful thing. He's actually down there hunting right now.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he got 3 antelope the other day. The third one he shot, when he shot it, the bullet hit so hard it knocked him off his feet and broke one of his horns off. And then they had a hunt for a wild boar again. And like I was talking about the dogos, well, he said they got out of the truck and they crouched down and they crept up. And right before they got up on the hogs, well, there were 3 hogs and there were 6 dogos, and they knew to split up in pairs of twos, and went around and attacked the hogs. And so the guide that was with Fabian, Damien is his name, and Damien ran in and got one of them, and Fabian ran in and got the other. They stabbed him with a knife. That's how they killed him. It wasn't a shoot. It was a
Wow.
it was a
So
stab and kill.
I don't guess you need a gun. Just go down there with your knife, huh? If you,
Well,
I think
yeah.
I'd take a gun.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's one of those
Yeah.
physically fit hunts that
Yeah.
you want to make sure because those boar, like we were talking, they're very vicious.
Oh
and
yeah,
you
Tusk are very.
they
Yeah,
are
vicious dogs.
Yes.
So, and listen, so folks can just contact y'all and get information on it.
That's right.
And
we do custom hunts. So if you want to just hunt dove, or if you want to set up a hunt for each one of these animals, or however you want to do it, we work it out for you. And depending on what you do, the pricing it's all contoured to what you want.
Okay. All right.
And I believe the more people you have, the price is probably a little bit better. For
Yeah,
you
yeah. You take a group of people down there, it would be a hunt of a lifetime and all.
Yes,
And, we see these hunts all over these outdoor magazines and outdoor channels and all. And if you get a chance to go with somebody local, some folks you trust that you know about, so to me that's always a lot better.
That's
so
right.
If I head to Argentina, I'm gonna go with you guys.
I'm going to take you anytime you want to go.
All right, Beverly, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Winston.
And good luck
God
to you.
bless you.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
You too. All right.
Thank you.
Folks, we'll be right back with a famous fishing forecast, okay? All right, folks, welcome back to the famous Friday fishing forecast brought to us by Tarpon Dock Seafood. First, though, let's get our drawing for Tarpon Dock Seafood. We didn't get to do it last week because of Thanksgiving, but now we're going to take care of this. The first one will be a $25 gift certificate to Tarpon Dock Seafood, and the name we're going to pull out will be Ralph Turner. All right, Ralph, you're right there. That's $25 gift certificate. And then we're going to get out the big red snapper, Ted Gagney. Ralph Turner and Ted Gagney will be the two winners of the red snapper and a $25 gift certificate run by Tarpon Dock Seafood. And I know the holidays coming up. A lot of y'all want to get oysters. You might want to call them. You want to get a bag of oysters because all seafood places run out of oysters. So call and see what they have. I had some oysters the other night. They were delicious. So we were fortunate at that. Now let's get started with a fishing forecast. And I'll tell you what I want to do. Let's start over here in Walton County. And all these reports are coming from, a big Thanksgiving weekend we had. And had a lot of people fishing and hunting and all. So got some good reports. And we'll start here in Walton County, Freeport. Take a look at Freeport and the reports we got. Let's zoom on in. We're at Freeport. Up into what some folks were doing over there. When that cold weather came in, they went dock fishing up here in Mullet Bayou. And see these little docks sticking out in the bayou right there? Working these docks. And, you can spend a good morning coming along here working these docks. And right here in the mouth of this little, with these creeks that feed into the bayou. Good speckled trout fishing. You just had to work your way around. Well, there was some nice speckled trout caught up in here during Thanksgiving week. And right here on this point right here. So the fishing over there in Walton County was good, especially over there around Freeport. So now we'll go on in here to the intercoastal. The intercoastal fishing has been okay, and we'll move on down intercoastal. We'll go to West Bay. Well, what's going on in West Bay? We had some really nice reports of redfish being caught up here in Burnt Mill Creek. Now, that's one of my favorite places to fish, but they're going, it's my understanding, they're going up the creek and catching some nice redfish up in Burnt Mill. Also, Crooked Creek over here, at the mouth of Crooked Creek, there's some nice redfish were caught right up in this area. I'm going to show you right where the reports were right up in here, okay? It just comes out here, these flats here, and these school of redfish was in here. Now, the big thing, the biggest fish caught, I got a report yesterday when I got home. One of my students caught some big black drum, and I have the picture. I don't have time to switch over and show you the pictures, but he caught them up in West Bay, actually up around the Lynn Haven area. There's some docks. So we're going here. The black drum bite for the fall. Y'all see this little dock right here, okay? That's the old fuel depot dock, and that's an excellent place to go fishing. They've caught some nice black drum off of it. Now, there's some grouper in there and all, and unless you take, you're not gonna be able to turn around. So I fished there before, and they just keep on going. You just won't be able to catch them, because most people aren't really prepared to fish that area. But there's some nice black drum being caught around Lynn Haven Bridge, and also down at the city marina. I had some pictures. I showed you some black drum being caught there. So the black drum bite has been good. Now let's go. Let me go ahead into the Panama City going downtown. We still, the flounder bite has been good offshore around the wrecks and all. Some nice flounder being caught. It's been hit and miss at some of the wrecks, but Mexico Beach, Mitch Coleman sent this report in last night. He said, Mitch Coleman runs a Florida Days Adventure, and he was saying that his flounder bite has been really strong. The water temperature has cooled down to 64 degrees, and they're using those little strip baits. He's taking his parties out there, and they're going about 45 to 65 foot of water, which is not real deep, and they're fishing with these little strips, and they're hitting the flounder pretty good. Even, of course, live bull minnows is best, but even if you can catch them on those little strips, that's a good deal right there. Sea bass are doing really, really well over there. Now let's go down to Apalachicola Bay, St. Joe Bay. You saw the pictures of those big bull reds that were caught Friday after Thanksgiving, and also on Sunday after Thanksgiving with Charlie Youngers, and he caught 3 on Friday, then he caught 14 on Sunday. All like 40 pounds plus bull reds. And sort of surprising, I talked to Blair about this yesterday, for those bull reds to be in St. Joe Bay this time of year, but you just never know. We're talking about you never know until you go. And Charlie went and they got into them. They caught over 500 pounds of redfish, caught and released over 500 pounds of redfish. And the freshwater bite now on the river has been really good. I got some good reports of that, so good pictures on the freshwater side there too. Also in Apalachicola Bay, the striper bite has been good over there around Lake Wimico, but the duck hunters pretty well took over Lake Wimico this past weekend, so this weekend it should be really good. And also there at the Bridge Trussell, it was good. Surf fishing on the Cape at a stump hole, like Blair said yesterday. We have a lot of the snowbirds are down, and they're fishing, and they're catching some nice catches of whiting, and also they're catching some flounder and a couple of bull reds being pulled out of the surf down there at a stump hole. Been a great week on Panhandle Outdoors. Have some good video next week of some deer hunting and some good guests coming on. So let's wind things down for the week, folks. As always, we appreciate you watching Panhandle Outdoors, and you make sure you do something good for somebody today. You have a great weekend in outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.